Hey everybody, very good morning. Welcome back to the pre-market outlook discussion for the date of 30th December. One more day, the final day. We are going to complete this 2025th year will be on tomorrow, and this is the eve of that to date. And based on this recent, particularly yesterday's one, as per our explanation given on the trend and strategies to be followed, see the caution that was actually alert. So we have given alert on to be applied, the caution to be applied for the upcoming sessions as long as the Nifty is trying to go beyond the level of 26,000, particularly after 5,900 levels. So that was happened yesterday, and 26,050 below close. That should not have been happened. That also done. So because of this, the weakness measured in the way of increased manner. So that weakness may be dragging the market for the further way downside also. But that can be decided in today's first 1 hour. And we have mentioned the first 1 hour's importance, how it is going to be act like. See the Nifty, as long as holding from the positional way of approaches, as long as Nifty holding on the daily closing basis above the level of 25,700, which has been many times we have discussed about that key zone, and how it is protecting the Nifty was also given as a proof for the recent 2 attempts. So till that level is being defended or protected, the Nifty fall, we can expect a sharp bounce towards the recent highs like 26,000, 26,050, 26,150 like. So that levels may be focused in the way of building long only if the 25,700 is not getting broken. If it is breaking, then you have to shift your stance towards building short positions, because from the positional perspective, if the Nifty this time breaking 25,700 itself an important one, and closing below to that an additional strength we can get in the way of confirmation from the downside attempt. Once the break and the confirmation from the closing manner we get means, then onwards we can see the Nifty's corrective phase may get started, and 3 to 5% of correction can be seen on the Nifty's level based on the 25,700 below close. Anyhow, that may not be think of today's one. It may be a good day for the short sellers if the first hour witnesses the Nifty's level below 25,900, and if it is closing below to that point for any larger time frame, starting with the first 1 hour to any other 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the hourly timing candle you can take, that can be treated as a good signal for the continued selling that may be happening for throughout the day. Maybe the Nifty losing the gain, that means points about to 200 to 300 points within today itself, if the 25,900 level getting broken in the first 1 hour, that too on closing basis means very effective. So based on the behavior, we can observe these things first. And for the day, the opening, despite of the mixed signals from the international markets, our market will be with an extra or with an extensive cautious stance. The market's opening would be on the muted to negative way. Anyhow, after opening, one should actually concentrate the levels as explained in the review itself. The first 1 hour, the Nifty should not give up 25,900 levels. Based on the break or based on the close, if it is giving confirmation, one can see afterwards 25,700 level may easily get breached. Mark these words. After breaking 25,900 in the first 1 hour itself, Additionally, the confirmation may be taken as if the close below to that 25,900 happens within the hourly time frame, where one can get the confirmation or signals for the Nifty's breach towards 25,700 level. From that point to this point means almost 200 point exactly we are pronouncing now based on the behavior confirmation. So one can keep increasingly cautious, and the caution also stepped in or crept in already with a rise behavior. So the volatility index, where we have mentioned about the between 8 and 9 would be the support zone for the volatility index, where one should be very cautious. Like that also approached and bounced back about to 7% yesterday, and the continuation on the volatility index moving higher, maybe happening towards 11 as a point. So from that, between this 9 to 11 means, see how many percentage of volatility index can be jump or can be bounce. So that much chances for that. So this also an additional signal. Through the way of this, one can keep focusing on short positions if the confirmation based on the levels given by the Nifty along with the volatility index levels also behavior even. So these are all the things, the strategy wise every trader in today's one particularly can focus. And from the positional perspective, as explained already, that the 25,700 should be get closed strongly at least for 2 trading session. There we can get a clear signal for the downside. Otherwise, we can get a caution about the downside breakdown that may be happen based on the break below 25,700. From the sectors friend, major sectors will be participating in anyhow. The bank Nifty, which is actually staying very near to the core support points. If the bank Nifty breaks, particularly about the December's highest high candle were formed, no, that particular candle's low is getting protected till now. That should not be get broken. If it is getting broken, we can see the bank Nifty may be getting bleeded, and where one can see the 1 to 1.5% of selling kind of activities seen on the index may be happening today itself based on the Nifty's confirmation we can get. So the banking stocks may be in focus, and until otherwise it is protected by that kind of support zones, we can actually keep cautiously with a wait and watch application of strategy. So no need of adding further long positions, which is strictly not advisable here. And after banking stocks, along with the banking, the financial services also can be added. But after that, the very core can be focused like a metal. Metal index would be on the spotlight. Despite of the market trend, the part of the metal stocks are like from the steel oriented, aluminum oriented, particularly on the mining oriented stocks, and are having some momentum based on the profit booking behavior, or otherwise based on the long build up continuation. All these kind of stocks can be focused. And automobile will be on the next in the list, and IT will be acting core after the banking and metal. Reality in the line with the market's behavior, we can expect. Defense would be on the another spotlight sector. This can be, so it may be defending the market's fall. Anyhow, the companies like Bharat Electronics Limited, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, these kind of companies can be focused for the long build-up. Pharmaceuticals will be the final sector in the list we have provided for the market's momentum that may be get influenced by these sectors. And on the stocks friend, stocks like Bharat Electronics, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, Grasim Industries, Lupin, IRFC, Hutco, Dixon Technologies, Angel One. So the day traders can focus on these stocks primarily amongst the many other available for the day, that what we will be also recommending based on the availability. So that's it from today's pre-market discussion. Don't forget to keep the stop loss since the volatility is expected to emerge higher. and the confirmation on the Nifty, Bank Nifty, major sectors and all awaited. So if the low of yesterday is broken, we can see the downward drift for these sectors, particularly for benchmark index like Nifty and Sensex. Don't forget to keep stop loss in all transactions. That's it. That may be a productive day for all who are all adapting accurately about the strategies levels we have mentioned. Really, the beneficiaries would be those who are all following the strategies, levels, tactics we have discussed in this meeting. So take care. Until then, we can, yeah, there are some queries fallen here. We can address these. Yeah, from Komera Koti Prudevi. So yesterday he lost yeah, some capital because of the stop loss trigger kind of recommendations based on the our side given. So kindly let what can I do next step? I have less capital like. See, it is very simple, sir. You can actually contact through the customer care and tell over your capital capacity, or otherwise we will be recommending some put options like if the confirmations and all given by the Nifty side, there you can barely follow that, and based on the put options given on the stock side, that can be mainly focused. Even if the index side also, if the confirmation is strong, we will be focusing on recommending that part. So if the index side you can do means that will be better than the stocks focus. So that you can recover your losses, sir. Nothing to worry, because the direction, whenever the markets actually trying to get the direction are standing in the way of midpoint to get the direction, whether to follow the support or whether to break below the support, like this kind of things and all are probably happening, and because of that you might have lost. So anyhow, the confirmation once we get, the clarity will be higher than the yesterday's one. There you can get benefit about trading or approaching the same kind of direction oriented stocks, and you will be probably recouping your losses. Thank you for your feedback, sir. And okay, sir, thank you for your feedback in the way of showing the technical sense that you have mentioned about harmonic pattern, Nifty at demand zone. Like, yeah, of course, Nifty at demand zone only. It should not get broken about the 25,700. There onwards, you can see the harmonic pattern, what the Nifty has formed till now, as per your view, may easily get broken. Let's see what happen. And sales stock price, shall I hold or sell? See, as per the current condition, the metal stocks expected to perform well. So right from the sale, even Tata Steel, even though the sluggish momentum the stock has been witnessing, Tata Steel like stock and mining, as pronounced earlier, mining oriented, all the metal stocks are in focus in the way of building long. So you can keep your long positions on the sale with the accumulation strategy that would be helping you to get better average prices. So that's it from today's query part we can discuss. We can now conclude the session. We wish everyone to have a successful and a productive day for the trading activities. We will meet again in the final day of this particular 2025th year. Until then, we wish everyone to have a successful trading day.